Is that right? That's a lot.
You can sit all the way up.
Right, you hold it those and you show those every time you board.
We need to go there?
You can sit anywhere.
Which one? Here?
I'll give you the window seat so you can take pictures.
Yeah. Thank you, love.
You have to give braces or you I got braces on both. My team
We're gonna take video of our map.
Brief safety announcements. First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, please keep all parts of your bodies on the inside of the vehicle while we are moving. That includes hands, feet, arms, legs, as well as your heads also. Reason being is we do pass near certain stationary objects and we certainly do not wish to see you injured. Next, the drive. And as we
This
do,
is perfect
direct your
place.
attention to the driver's side. On the left, this area here, this is known as the Women in Military Service for America Memorial, or more commonly known as the WIMSA Memorial. WIMSA, ladies and gentlemen, commemorates women who served the United States Armed Forces, past, present, and future. In addition to that, there are many exceptions. Please have a seat, ma'am. Please do not attempt to stand while we are moving. Thank you. Continuing on with the era, that being for the Army, Navy, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard. The Air Force did not become a separate service until 1947. Continuing in that same line, looking to your right again on the passenger side, just off of Historic Custis Walk, which we are passing through now, you'll see a marker with a stone on top of it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the resting place for Medgar Evers. Medgar Evers is a noted World War II veteran, and also a noted civil rights veteran, civil rights leader as well, ladies and gentlemen, who was unfortunately assassinated in 1963. He was buried here shortly thereafter with full military honors. Continuing to look to your right on the passenger side, notice the markers. These are a stalwart here at Arlington, looking directly into what we call the valley to your right. Notice that they extend nearly as far as the eye can see. This is a stark reminder that freedom is not free. The markers that we see before you here are government-issued stones. They stand 24 inches tall, 13 inches wide, 4 inches deep, and weigh approximately 230 pounds. With that, contrasting that, looking on the opposite side, that being the driver's side, markers meaning that individuals died but their bodies were not recovered, i.e. the 5 Sullivan brothers who served aboard the USS Juneau in World War II. Unfortunately, Juneau was lost to the enemy action, taking all 5 Sullivan brothers down with the ship. But as a result of that, ladies and gentlemen, they are represented here on this hillside. With that also being said, the movie Saving Private Ryan was loosely based off of the Sullivan brothers' story, ladies and gentlemen. Next, looking to your right as we come through either intersection, or taking a right turn, notice a very tall octagonal marker, which is to your right. That is the marker for the U.S. Coast Guard ship, Serpents. The Serpents was an ammunition resupply ship, which unfortunately was lost off the coast of Guadalcanal in World War II, exploding suddenly, killing more than 260 individuals. As a result of that, it was then, as it is today, Continuing on and looking to your right again, notice the markers. Some of the markers are much larger here than others. Those particular markers, ladies and gentlemen, represent group burials. This is in instances where many individuals, more than one individual, suffered a common fate, such as a ship going down or a plane crashing. The remains were cold mingled together, so rather than attempt to Memorial. And the three spies represent the three founding principles of your Air Force, that being service, integrity, and excellence. Your United States Air Force. Next, rounding the corner here, looking to your right, coming into view here behind the trees is the Coast Guard Memorial. The Coast Guard, ladies and gentlemen, is always ready for the call. The motto of the Coast Guard is, make sure you hold on to your tickets and your personal effects. This is our stop, ladies and gentlemen.
Coast Guard.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, directing your attention to the left on the driver's side. Notice this global shape marker. This is for Admiral Robert Perry. In front of it is a marker for Matthew Henson, his assistant. These two men went to the North Pole, ladies and gentlemen. They went there to raise a flag at the North Pole, as they were the first to do it. History recorded Admiral Perry as actually being the very first one to raise the flag at the top of the North Pole. But however, after a close examination of history, it has been determined that Matthew Henson, his assistant, actually was the one to raise the flag, and he was not credited, originally credited, that is, for his action. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we're now heading on to the stop here for the highest ranked officer buried here in Arlington. That is for General John Blackjack Pershing. Ladies and gentlemen, General Pershing held was equivalent to a 6-star ranking. A very rare rank, and only one of 2 individuals to have ever attained such a rank. The only other one, he was also the only one to have achieved it while living. The other one, ladies and gentlemen, was George Washington. He didn't get it until nearly 200 years after he died. He received it posthumously. Now, with that, in terms of the chain of command, a 6-star ranking essentially means general of the armed forces. Therefore, meaning that with the horses here, but this is the case on here, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful animals there. Here, a 6-star ranking essentially means in the chain of command that he is second only to the President of the United States in command of the United States Armed Forces, General Pershing. Next, directing your attention to the right, if you will see the very tall tree here. This is a blue spruce tree. That tree is the World War I memorial tree, and there are 2 markers on opposite sides. One is for General Pershing himself. The second one is for his grandson, who served and was unfortunately killed in Vietnam. Our general in the Air Force and in the Army, the only person on that rank in 2 separate services, General Henry F. Arnold. Secondly, we also are going to have Ira Hayes, who was one of the flag raisers on the island of Iwo Jima. We'll talk more about that a little later on. And the last one is Frank Buckles, who was the last surviving World War I American veteran who died in 2011 at the age of 100. He's consulting with the families, in which case that did not sit well with the families of the day, who began a massive letter-writing campaign, Bring the Boys Home, which was the rallying cry from those days. And get this, they were very successful in doing just that. Next, looking to your left, coming into view, this is known as the Argonne Cross, left on the driver's side. This particular cross is a memorial for those men who fought and served in France, specifically Argonne, France, to be exact. That to your left. And as we turn the corner and looking to your right, you're going to see a very tall marker with black in color with silver letters. You're going to see the name Conrad on there. Ladies and gentlemen, that is for Navy test pilot Charles Conrad, went by the nickname Pete. Ladies and gentlemen, he became famous in military history. So to that end, it is requested that those of you who have your cell phones, please place them on vibrate or on silent. And also those of you who have your cameras, please make sure you take those pictures, which are very much allowed, to take those pictures without the use of flash photography. The reason being for that, your camera should go off. The sentinels will have a way of reminding you of your mistake in what you would call the Army way, which is not always sugar and spice and everything nice, ladies and gentlemen. So there are plenty of examples of that on YouTube. internet sensation, ladies and gentlemen.
Viral.
Known as the Battle of the Bulger Memorial. This commemorates the largest planned battle in the history of the United States Armed Forces, which took place in the Ardennes, which is in the closing days, which is in the closing months of the conflict in Europe. This represented the last gasp of the Nazis in World War II. Continue to look on to your right and to your left again. Excuse me. Notice the statue at the top of the hill. This is the nurses section. This, ladies and gentlemen, commemorates the many nurses who served in the United States Armed Forces, as the nurse in the statue here is decked out in the uniform of the day. Now, as we are taking our left turn, goodness, onto Memorial Drive, we are now headed to the amphitheater here for the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. And then looking to your left at the very top of the hill, notice there are 4 cannons. The 4 cannons there, ladies and gentlemen, represent firepower. Of course, the cannons on the outside represent captured Spanish armament from the day. You're looking at that, ladies and gentlemen, who won? Next with that, now we're now coming to our next stop here, which is going to let you off here for the amphitheater. Please hold on to your tickets and your personal effects. You will need them to reboard. Speaking of reboarding, do not come to this exact spot where we're letting you off here. Please go on the other side of the stairs, which is in front of us by about 50 yards. You'll see there's a line there, and our representatives are there. They'll get you boarded on the bus.